what's a typical day like leading your team? You're working as the managing partner of House and Robertson. You got this office here in San Francisco, and assuming there is a typical day in the life, like what does it look like in your world?
It's a myriad of so many things. Like one of my biggest complaints is that architects or whatnot, you're not taught how to lead people, right? You're taught how to design. You're taught how to create documents, and you're not taught how to manage an office, how to do taxes, how to do billing and invoices. So my day ranges from so many things. Initially, when I first started my career, it's like come in, draft, do details, client meetings. And now it's draft, do details a little bit, but it's the client meetings, it's the shepherding staff. And how do you learn this new thing? And it's all over the place. Like yesterday, I worked on a proposal. I had office hours. So I was there for my staff to be there for them for mentorship. Right now we're an ESOP. So we're employee owned stock, like 49% right now. Eventually we'll transition, but I'm getting all the information to the appraiser. It's all over the place. It's really cool. And it's so nice the days where I get to just sit there and actually detail and draw something. Because like, oh, this is relaxing. I remember when this used to stress the heck out of me, but now it's like, hey, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can focus. Like this is it today. Yeah, I like that.
It's being there for everybody. I think at this point in my career, it's being a role model and helping people learn. I think that's what I love about our office, and what I do is I love learning every day, and I'll learn things new every day. And I want my staff to do that as well, whether they're going to be with me for the long haul or for the next 2 weeks. Like, I just want them to get the best out of their career so then they can go to their next place and just be like, look how kick-ass I am. And look all of the great things that I can do, and just be able to be the best that they can be. So that's my goal, but my day-to-day just varies widely depending on who needs what.
At the core of everything you're sharing right now, though, there's such an important point where some organizations, and I'm not talking about architects or GCs or anything, this is more broadly just as far as like companies and leadership. We do people a disservice sometimes in promoting them into leadership roles without necessarily giving them the opportunity to learn and train to do the job that you're talking about right now. Because leading people, as you pointed out so clearly, is a very different thing from being the doer of the job that you were brought
100%.
on originally. And it's kind of terrifying the first time you step into it, but you can't show that. You have to be very confidence inspiring. As you mentioned before, you're a bit of a role model, whether you anticipated that or not. And I've started seeing more organizations think about this more intentionally. And I think any company that, promotes internally and cultivates their people and is very intentional about how they develop those leadership skills. And also, I think, qualifies what are good leadership skills for this organization? What values do we bring? Is it just, I want butts and seats and productivity? You might not be a great manager, but if you care about the core of the people that you're working with, and I love how you pointed out, I want to set you up to be successful wherever you're working. That is such a privilege to do and a mindset to have, because not everybody has that. They go, I want to retain this person. I want to keep them. I need them doing that. And those people will eventually leave because they don't feel empowered to grow and learn and develop in their own career. But I think, especially when we're all in school, unless you're, in like a business management focus area where all you do is I'm learning how to lead a company, we're not given the skill set in any capacity. And we oftentimes fall into it in a way that is very abrupt.
Yeah. And I think I received that opportunity where someone's like, let me distill all of my knowledge into you without expecting something back. And that's been fantastic. Like, I love doing that. And yeah, it's just been great.
Yeah. It's a rewarding thing when you get to work with people and you see them develop and they pick up the new thing and now they're doing something better than you did before. And it's heck yeah, like that feels great. And I don't think all leaders have that in the back of their head sometimes, which is unfortunate. But I think the more we talk about it and point that out, I think there's a value there.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. It was like Jim and Doug started this company in their garage, right? And it's just them two, and they slowly started growing. But then now there's Allison and Carl and myself who run our Culver City, Houston office together. That where are we taking this company on the next step? And it's no longer the two guys in their garage, right? And like 5 people, there's about 50 of us across all 3 offices. And what do we see? We're the next generation. And yes, we didn't go to business school, but we've got that opportunity to push the next generation. And who do we see are going to be the next leaders in the office? And how do we just disseminate that? And I think one of the conversations we've been having lately is, what is our mission? And I've been tasked with writing that out. And my mission is to teach. I don't want to teach in an academic sense, but in just to teach and distill knowledge, because that's the best legacy you can have. It doesn't, like, yes, it's really cool to see my building and the skyline when I'm flying out of the city, but it's I get gratification from seeing the new generation build their own relationships with our contractors, with the clients. And my best thing is like having the contractor or the client call me out of the blue and be like, oh, hey, I just want to ask you this really quick question. Like, that's the best thing you can get out of it. Like, yes, obviously money, but that is the most gratifying part of all of it.